Hey, what up everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you with a look at the WWE's True Giants DVD here, of course, with the Big Show, Yokozuna, Andre the Giant, and the Vader on the cover. Honestly, when this DVD slash Blu-ray set came out, the one person I thought about was freaking Yeah88, who was always pushing for the big guys to go into the WWE Hall of Fame, guys like Vader, guys like Yokozuna. We were there in Miami when Yokozuna was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. And I remember once it was over, leaning over to my buddy Miguel, who was pretty much dying there in his chair he just got real sick WrestleMania weekend. And he didn't look like he enjoyed the Yokozuna induction. And this is a guy that he grew up watching his whole life. And every time I sort of see Yokozuna, I always think of Miguel. But this is a DVD that sort of quietly came out a couple of years ago. Honestly, the documentary that comes along with this set has already been inducted onto the WWE Network. I don't know why I said inducted. I guess I was thinking of the Hall of Fame, but it's already been uploaded. You can watch them on WWE Network. This is the picture that they photoshopped. It's on the Big Show DVD on the inside. I believe he's holding... I know that Kelly, and it might be the Bellas he's holding up there, but now it looks like he's just holding the word Giants. But we'll take a look inside of this one. This is one that I haven't thought about since I bought it, but I know that this is going to have a good documentary and a good set of matches from guys that you don't really think about a lot. Look at these listings. You got the larger-than-life athletes. You got mini documentaries on here, a Big Show, Gorilla Monsoon, the One-Man Gang. I wonder if they talk about Akeem. Haystacks Calhoun, the Giant Gonzalez, Big John Studd. It's weird. You don't really see a lot of people showing respect for the Giant Gonzalez, even though he was sort of the man in WCW before coming over to the WWF. Big John Studd, Kevin Nash, Ernie Ladd, Mark Henry, King Kong Bundy. King Kong Bundy is a guy that doesn't get a lot of respect. That's a guy that should honestly be going into the WWE Hall of Fame. If he wouldn't have been looking for outside ventures to make money, definitely, I don't think he would have got pushed down the card and left WWF. I think he left after WrestleMania 3 and then was gone for a long time before coming back for the $1 Million Corporation. But Bundy, what a talent. The guy was doing, Energizer, might have been Duracell, whatever it was. He was doing, battery commercials. He was on Married with Children, things like this. Big star. Psycho Sid, Vader, Yokozuna, the Great Khali, Andre the Giant, and Attraction Unto Themselves. Then from here, we'll go to Bruno Sammartino against Ernie Ladd from 76. Superstar Billy Graham against Gorilla Monsoon from 77. Haystack Calhoun versus Nikolai Volkov. Ernie Ladd versus Kerry Von Erich. Andre the Giant, Dusty Rhodes, and Junkyard Dog against Ernie Ladd and the Wild Samoans. King Kong Bundy versus Dusty Rhodes. Big John Studd versus Hulk Hogan. This is a Madison Square Garden 1984 WWF Championship match. Kamala versus Andre. One Man Gang versus Shawn Michaels. King Kong Bundy and Big John Studd versus the British Bulldogs. One Man Gang versus Ted DiBiase. Andre the Giant versus Macho Man Randy Savage, of course, from Madison Square Garden. I think that was the championship match from WrestleMania. No, that wasn't. No, never mind. I must have been thinking of the Saturday Night's Main Event match. I apologize. El Gigante versus One Man Gang. Sid Justice and Ric Flair versus Hulk Hogan and Roddy Piper. Yokozuna versus Earthquake, San Jose, California from 1993. Yokozuna versus Hulk Hogan at the King of the Ring 1993. This match better been forgotten. Giant Gonzalez versus The Undertaker. Razor versus Diesel on Superstars of 94. Vader versus Ric Flair. Diesel versus Isaac Yankem. Psycho Sid versus Bret the Hitman Hart. Big Show versus Rhino. Big Show versus Eddie Guerrero. Mark Henry versus Rey Mysterio. Then we'll come over here. Great Khali versus Shawn Michaels. Mark Henry versus Big Daddy V versus Kane versus the Great Khali. Monster Mash Battle Royal ECW. Mark Henry versus the Big Show. And we got some Blu-ray exclusives talking about Earthquake, Abdul the Butcher, Kamala, Bam Bam Bigelow, and the Giant Paintings by Rob Schomburger. Then we have some extra matches. Rick Martel versus Kamala, Abdul the Butcher versus Skip Young, Bam Bam Bigelow versus the Big Boss Man, Earthquake versus Hulk Hogan, and then we have the Natural Disasters versus Money Inc. We'll flip over to the back here. Great picture of Andre and Bruno Sammartino. The bigger they are, the harder they brawl. Looking over all the names on there. A few matches that are highlighted. You got Rey Mysterio versus Mark Henry. You got Great Khali and Shawn Michaels. Yokozuna. You got, what the heck is that? That looks like the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith, and Big John Stunt there. But, you know, this was a quiet release. Not a whole lot of talk about this one. You got a lot of documentaries on a lot of different guys. You might learn something. Go over to the WWE Network, or, you know, go over to your WWE collection. Go to Amazon so you can find a cheap release to add this to your collection. WWE's True Giants.